Hello, this is Wendy from a new release, New Earth Sanctuary, and I'm with the beautiful Eva, who a lot of you will know. We've just been to the traditional markets in Amlapura in Bali, and we both bought a holy man spell. How could we not? That's just perfect. Anyway, as I said, we've just been to the markets and we went crazy, didn't we? Beautiful sarongs, $5 each, traditional ones, not the ones you see on the beach, and lots of decorations you would get for a temple. What did you buy, Eva?
What didn't I buy? Dragon fruit, which is $5 each in Australia, and we got, I think, 7 of them for $7 or something. And lots of materials for my artwork in Australia. Some pink little bag and pink sandals for Steve's 1-year-old granddaughter.
So we did run a mark because it's so cheap there, and beautiful things. So they just love their decorations here. So we went mad on them and just got decorations to take home, and I wish we could take more home. They don't give us much, but anyway, welcome to Crohn's Reflections, Eva. How old are you?
Oh God, I think I'm 65, 66 in November.
Yes, so well into our Crohn years, and that doesn't mean we have to, go and put on the purple rinse and the moo-moo. So what do you do with your life in your Crohn years? You're doing heaps, I know that.
I think nearly I'm more busy now than I did when I was in my working time. It's with the freedom of not working the 9 to 5 jobs, it's just so many possibilities. And I think my main passion I found is art, Wendy. So I do treasure journals with grown women.
You teach them how to do that.
Yes.
And guide them how to do that,
yes.
Basically. And what is that? What is a treasure journal? How do you start off with that?
It's really called junk journals, but I love treasure journals.
Yeah, it sounds better.
So you instead of throwing away old papers, stamps, anything, you make it into a book, and you make treasure journals from, like I've made one for Bali, going travelling.
I've seen it, it's pretty cool.
Or you can make one for just writing in. So you cut and paste and colours, and you just become creative.
Sounds good. I might have to start myself.
Absolutely, Wendy.
So this is your first time to Bali.
Yes.
How are you finding it?
I absolutely love it. The energy in Bali is just divine. I'm coming back.
She's coming back. Thank goodness, because it's so good to have someone to hang with and go shopping with. We're currently at the Ujung Water Palace, which is in just outside of Amlapura, and it's massive. It's got the most beautiful gardens all around us, and temples and shrines, and goodness knows everything. And just our timing was bad. We came when the tourist bus come. So there's a few wandering around, which you'll probably catch on the back of us walking past. I don't know how we're catching them because this place is so big. It's huge, and to actually catch another person in the same area is rare, but they seem to be following us. So, Eva, you've been staying in Ahmed. What have you been doing in Ahmed? She's staying near us. Snorkeling.
We're so blessed. We got this beautiful, beautiful place on the beach. So you just get up in the morning and walk straight into the ocean. And it's $40 a day.
For the stay? and a good
walking
restaurant
into the ocean.
and breakfast. And so,
Oh.
have you snorkeled before?
Yes.
You have?
Yes, 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 yes.
It was my first time snorkeling up here, and it's so addictive.
Oh.
Once you get in that water and start seeing the world underneath you, in the water, the fish, the coral, the stones, and I'm dived for sea glass, which I'm loving the meditation of getting the sea glass. I'm looking for the best ones for jewellery quality. So, and up my end of the beach, we're a little bit further up than Eva and Steve. Steve's here, and with Eva, Steve's spirit boy. So it's his first time too, and he's loving it as well. Though they've done, how many temples have you been to?
7.
7, is that all? I thought you were doing 13.
No, no, no. It's 9. 9 is the sacred number in Bali, and it's the 9 main Bali temples, which is on the north, south, east, and west coast. And we have done 7 of them.
Okay, all right.
Nearly there.
Nearly there. If you don't do it this time, you're coming back.
Yay!
The thing is that these temples here have got a lot of steps, lots of steps, up mountains, up the side of volcanoes, you name it, the steps. So, and it's good to get to them early before the buses come. So, but I've seen a lot of the temples myself in years past, so I haven't been going to many lately. I go to the village temples with my friends sometimes, so that's nice. But the temples here are so sacred. The veil here is so thin to spirit.
Yep.
And to connect with spirit here is so easy. And not a day goes past where you don't see celebrations or ceremony to worshipping their Hindu gods and their culture. And what have you found to be the best thing that you, or temple or ceremony or?
I just love absolutely everything about Bali, Wendy. It is just, and the people. I mean, they are just, the Balinese people are, you said to me a while ago, I didn't understand. You said, I can't go to those areas in Bali because I'll get broke. I have no money left. And it is like that because they are so beautiful and live off so little. You just give away. You just give away.
Yeah, I maxed out a credit card once, just helping
Yeah.
to go back and deal with it when I got to Australia, but just helping them, you know, and that was worth it. I'd do it again, but now I do it in different ways. I'm a little bit more wise, and it's so they're beautiful people, and it's hard to come across anyone that you can't say there's a nasty piece of work or anything here. It's just a beautiful energy, and like even when I'm walking along, just to go to a cafe or anywhere. In Western world, you just walk past people looking down. Here, it's a big hello, or salamat siang, or salamat malam. It's just, how are you? And greeted with a smile, everyone that goes past you. And so what temples didn't you get to?
Yeah, but I'll just have to tell you about
yes, please.
your driver, Anne, which Wendy passed over to Stephen May. He's just this. I mean, he did say there's 4 castes here in Bali. I'll still have to look up the meaning of all of them, but he says he's on the lower. He's not on the lower caste. He's just an absolutely divine human being. He gives 10% of his income to the elderly to help them. And I gave him a bunch of jewelleries, which I thought he could sell and then make some extra income. And he was like, no, it's given to me, so I have to give it away to those less fortunate. It's like, his soul is so divine. He's just, to have so little and be so large.
And just have so much gratitude for what he does have, and you know, to us, he bows to us, and don't do that, please. You're equal. You're just beautiful, and yeah, it's true. So Wayan, Bali driver, if you ever come to Bali, and he knows all the, you know, the sacredness and the traditions and the temples, and he can explain everything, which has been a blessing for us both, you know, because he's is there, and we took him shopping too, so he gets the price down. He got a bit off this bell for us, which normally you got tourist price, but because we're upstairs in the markets, we're the only boule, which is a white person, up there, and so they sometimes sort of try and get a little bit more out of you. So, but that's okay. That's, maybe $1 more. It's just so they can have a bit more to eat. So a lot of people get funny about that, but it's all good. What's your biggest experience here that you
In Bali,
to take away?
the whole thing. And I just adore it. So now I'm planning, so any grand ladies out there, I'm planning to organise a trip next year, around April. We'll all go to Bali, and then I'm born in Norway, so I'll go to Norway and I'll get the girls from Norway to come. Then I'm planning to get Steve's children over here. So, yeah, I'm coming back.
Yeah, so there you go. If you want to come back with anybody, Eva is your lady, and leaving from North Queensland.
Yep.
And just she would have so much fun. She's always laughing and so blissed out all the time. So
Oh, totally blissed. How can you not be blissed out in this?
that's true. That's true.
But you can't really describe it, can you, Wendy? It's that whale you talked about. It's just so connected to spirit.
It is. It is. And because so much prayer goes on every day, praying, And when we got our house, we said to the landlord, there's a volcano there. What should we do? He said, we have prayed to that volcano, and they believe that God's live inside it. So it's prayer, and if you pray, use prayer for everything. And it's not that kneeling down on your knees in front of your bed type prayer. It's a prayer of heart, gratitude, and what your desires are, and fulfilling those desires. So we're doing it pretty good, gal.
Oh,
Thank you, Eva.
thank you, Wendy.
Swastiastu.
Swastiastu.